and I'm not advocating doing things in the lab
Especially
that you
if you're
shouldn't
working
do.
in a lab with
Yeah.
that stuff. But you
Yeah,
can
like go buy the
it for human
supplements.
discussion.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of funny. Sometimes
Right.
the easiest place to go get amino acids was just the supplement
Right,
store.
right.
But the science and the woo coming together, human design gene keys. It's 5, 4, 5. So there's a lot of things that are in development right now with this. We're doing hair follicle testing pop-up in Stockton often. Sometimes I do it in Sacramento. I'm going to be doing it in San Diego when I go down there, SoCal, Orange County. Hey, Tippy, get down. Oh, yeah, Tippy, we do hair follicle testing on kitties now, too. Tippy, go. Get out of the way. Thank you. Please go. Come on. Okay, I'll hold you then. Okay, so got the hair follicle testing, things that we're doing there. I'm also doing human design sleep reports. Also, when you dial in your supplements, maybe you can sleep better. So that's been helping Shelly. And then I'm doing reports where you depending on who you sleep with, determines how well you sleep, because there's sleep auras and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So
I think we're determining I need to sleep alone.
Yeah. But what's interesting is when she was traveling for work, sleeping alone, then when we got to sleep together more often. You know what I'm saying?
I think so.
I know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Shelly's a little slow sometimes. The sun's going down. Anything else on human design gene keys?
No, I think the sleep thing is I want to connect with you on that because it's telling a lot more information, especially when you're sleeping and how you can get programmed in your sleep and you don't want to be programmed in your sleep, the dream rave, and how it's important when you're waking up that you're very intentional with all your actions, especially within a specified amount of time. Yeah. Otherwise, you're literally waking up to a program.
Because there's that hypnotic state.
Yes, and I've had that recently.
Right before and right after, and lucid dreaming.
Right.
When you supplement better, there's even some talk of certain supplements before you go to bed to make more lucid dreams.
Well, that would be the choline.
If you're taking cannabinoids and you take choline, it kind of helps you have more dreams.
But I think in general, just choline helps with your dreams. So if that's something you're interested in.
There's a book over there called Drugs of Dreaming, which is super interesting. Yeah. It took me 2 hours to read 3 pages. I was like, oh my God. Was opening up ChatGPT and asking all kinds of questions. Yeah. So for her, just real quick, when her sleep design is a reflector. Her wake design is generator. So my sleep design is generator. My waking design is manifesting generator. So when I'm sleeping, and some of the gates I have in the light realm, Divan realm, and the earth plane, some of those kind of inflame Shelly's gates, but some of them also help support her in sleeping better. So that's been interesting to tap into too. Now with her being a reflector, when she wakes up, those first 10, 20, 30 minutes, she really needs to be with herself instead of scrolling. Because if you scroll, you're going to carry out that shit through the day in the reflector state.
And it's also important to note that, I've worked night shift for probably 15 years of my almost 20-year career. And so I had very up and down sleep. But then perimenopause has hit, and I pretty much am awake about 3 a.m. every day. And in Chinese medicine, that can be a reflection of the liver activity is taking place. But I also recognize that hormone activity is taking place too. So it's kind of all working together, but then also just I had very poor sleep hygiene in my past. So working through that. And I literally slept by myself because I did 80 hours in a 2-week period. So, and it was 12-hour shifts. So I would maybe bang out 7 days in a row. And so we weren't sleeping in the same bed together. We were sleeping, because we joke a lot that we were 2 ships passing in the night. And so I think now coming back together over the last couple of years and sleeping in the same room, but then also recognizing and honoring whose story is it that you have to sleep in the same room in the same beds? Maybe people were onto something and they're sleeping in twin beds. I'm just saying.
Well, actually about 5-6 years ago, I had this hit of she's I don't know, I was having trouble sleeping. She was having trouble sleeping. So we bought a split king bed, which had its own adjustable stuff. And Vicky had told me, she's oh, maybe intuitively you were trying to, give her a little more space or yourself a little more space.
Right.
Also, animals that sleep with you also impact your sleep dream cycle.
Especially now that it's gotten colder, the animals are all over us at night. And then I just got another blanket, this like Sherpa blanket at Costco, $15, worth every penny. Except for the animals love it too. And so they are all snuggled up on the blanket too. And so I'm literally like, I feel like in a coffin when I'm sleeping now, because it's like me and then it's like several animals and the dog. And I'm just like, okay.
So all those things.
They all do. Like legit. Because when
I
was traveling a couple of weeks ago and I didn't have any animals, I was probably able to get 6 hours. But what I noticed was that I woke up hella refreshed. It was like, I woke up and it was like, boom, 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 boom. I need to take care of all these things. And I carried it out.